What's good, gang? We back with another reaction. What's good, fam? What's good? What's good? It's Friday, man. It's Friday, even closer to the Super Bowl. Just a couple of days away. I just left the barbershop. Had a pretty good conversation. He's a Drake fan, which I don't want that to be a diss. But some of the things he was saying, I hope you watching this video. I was like, yo, I don't even get I don't even understand. It's like a different language. It's weird. I don't know, man. Tag a Drake friend, a Drake fan that be saying crazy stuff that you just be like, what? Anyway, shout out to Marco, shout out to Yayo, shout out to Deontay, shout out to K Gemma, shout out to Heaven's Reject, shout out to Classy K. Everybody pulling up, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in if this is your first live. As always, let me know if this is your first live. If you're catching this for the first time in your algorithm, I hope you stick around. Make sure you hit that like button too. What up, RMS? What up, Southern Belle? Cuzzo! My boy Cuzzo Ed in the building, man. Shout out Cuzzo in the building. Chocolate's here. Deontay, what does the HHSB mean? All right, so for everybody who is new to the channel, we are getting into this Kendrick Lamar interview, by the way. Anybody who's new to the channel, the HHSB I'm a sneakerhead, right? So we started this channel from sneakers, and it's Hype Head Sneaker Beast. It's a combination of Hype Beast and Sneaker Head, which I'm thinking about. It's a good time to ask y'all maybe should we change the name? Crew TV, Crew Reacts, Crew something? Let me know in the chat if y'all think we should change the name, if we should stick with HHSB. Doesn't matter to me, but I wanted to make sense to y'all too. All right. So we are back, man. We're back with another Kendrick Lamar interview with, I'm gonna butcher his name, Timothée Chalamet? Chalamet? I don't know. I know he's from Dune, and I like Dune 1 and I like Dune 2. I think I did catch him in another movie that I was like, oh, that's bro from Dune. This pairing is kind of different too, right? This pairing is kind of different. Like, I don't know exactly why we would have gotten this pairing. If anybody knows why he's the person interviewing Kendrick Lamar, it'd be great to know that. I don't know. It's only a 3-minute interview too, so I don't think it's really like an interview. I think it's probably just them more talking, maybe talking a little bit. Crew TV is cool, but keep it. All right, let me know. It's original. No, I keep the HHSB. Chalamet, that's how you say it? You said it right? All right. They got the same stylist. Maybe that's why. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why he got the interview. But let's go ahead and get into it because of Bob Dylan's connection. What's that mean? Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Kendrick Lamar and Timothée Chalamet's exclusive interview ahead of the Apple Music halftime show. Like I said, man, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's break this down. Let's see what he's talking about. Obviously, we can see the GNX in front. So here's my thing. I didn't see this. We can't promote Buick, but we know it's a GNX. Like, what up, man, child? Oh, he's in the film playing Bob Dylan. Oh, okay. We blurring out the Buick, but we can see that it's a GNX. Okay, cool. All right.
All right. My life is in your hands.
Scared, man. I told you I got you, man. You got movies to film.
Yeah, exactly.
Put your seatbelt on. Your seatbelt on?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on.
Oh, he's driving.
Mine's on, by the way.
This is like is it Seinfeld who does this? Riding in cars with comics? Yo, this will be lit. I would love to do like a ride, like a riding, like interviews in cars with rappers, but I don't know because you might get caught crazy with a wrong rapper. It might just get you.
Ooh. Oh, it is on. Oh, I didn't see. All right.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, people.
Hey, wait a minute. Did he just pull the move the seatbelt out of the way move that you used to do when you was a kid? You just take the seatbelt off? That defeats the purpose. Kendrick, what we doing here? Safety first. Wait, hold on. Wait, watch.
Ooh. Oh, it is on. Oh, I didn't see. All right.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, people. Be saying I look soft. All right. Gotcha. All right.
Wait, take the seatbelt off. Take the seatbelt off. Somebody meme that. Take the seatbelt off. Take the seatbelt off.
Be in the studio. If it's been a while, you know, you might come off with a little bit of writer's rock. So we always got this thing about like keeping the pen low. So this exercise, going there, doing 16 bars, going home, you know, always just keep moving. How I feel if it's been a while for you.
Yeah.
Take a minute take a minute for you to warm up in front of the camera, take a minute to remember the lines.
That's just a
Get
conversation.
into the character. How long does that process?
Yeah,
take?
all the above. You know, I try to prep at home, but the thing about acting is if you don't have an audience, it's just a form of insanity. You know, then you're just, what are you doing? You know, so I definitely try to.
He said the thing about acting is if you don't have an audience, it's just a form of insanity. It's like you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, and having this dialogue. So if you don't have an audience, that's crazy. I never thought about that. If you just acting on your own, you just look insane. But something that Kendrick said is about how he approaches being away from maybe, did he say doing music or writing music? But basically he said something about exercising the pen a little bit, like maybe just going in the booth doing 16 and coming back out and then maybe writing a little bit. So I think that's kind of interesting to see that it seems like hip hop is a sport. Shout out to my boy Screw. Hip hop is a sport in a sense where you have to exercise the mental muscle to consistently stay at a high level. I like that.
Keeping the pen low. So this exercise, going there, doing 16 bars, going home, always just keep moving. How I feel if it's been a while for you.
Yeah.
Take a minute for you to warm up in front of the camera, take a minute to remember the lines, get into the character. How long does that process?
Yeah,
take?
all the above. You know, I try to prep at home, but the thing about acting is if you don't have an audience, it's just a form of insanity. You know, then you're just, what are you doing? You know, so.
Hey, bro. Imagine being in the street and seeing Kendrick and Timothée Chalamet in a GNX riding on the street. Just imagine seeing that. Imagine. I couldn't. If I was out there and I seen it, I'd be like, "What?" They couldn't get that interview done. I'd be asking questions myself.
I'll definitely try to warm up and then, lose that self-consciousness when you finally get back out there. But that takes time. I always try to embrace failure. You were talking about that the other day. That the most important part of a bad day is like the way you leave it. And if you could leave a bad take or a bad day with a positive attitude, then you got nothing to fear.
I think that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions about me as an artist. I'm always locked in and I'm always trying new things. Now, whether or not I like them is a whole nother conversation, but I have to keep the pen moving. It's not from sanity. And it's also has given me the opportunity to learn myself. Find out who I am.
You mean through the styles of expression or the actual lyricism or everything?
I mean, because when we write, man, you gotta sit and go through the emotions and be vulnerable about it. Whether it's a fun song or sad or.
What did he say? He said the one of the misconceptions about himself. I feel like he kind of started saying something and then maybe moved out.
The most important part of a bad day is like the way you leave it.
Right.
And if you could leave a bad take or a bad day with a positive attitude, then you got nothing to fear.
I think that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions about me as an artist.
What up,
I'm
Ryan?
always locked in and I'm always trying new things. Now, whether or not I like them.
So he says he's always locked in and he's always trying new things, whether or not he likes them. And I think a lot of times, even for me personally, I've moved away from doing things because I'm afraid of how they're gonna look or how it's gonna sound when it comes out. Like, if you guys don't know, I wouldn't consider myself to be a rapper at this point in my life. I can rap. But I wouldn't consider myself to be a rapper at this point in my life. But when I was heavier into rapping and putting pen to pad, I would have an idea of the way I want something, and that's why I shout out to my brother Luke. I don't know if y'all know, my brother Luke is an artist, and he does things differently. The way he approaches sound is different, and it doesn't always maybe even sound good to me, but it's what he wanted to do and he did it. So I appreciate when someone says, I may not like it, but I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna put it out there. And if I like it and y'all hate it, it's still what I wanted to do. I respect that wholeheartedly, because a lot of times you'll find that space of like creativity and that space of the gray area where it's not this genre and it's not this genre, but it's something completely different. And I think that's something that should be explored for sure.
It's a whole nother conversation, but I have to keep the pen moving. You know, it's my form of sanity. And it's also has given me the opportunity to learn myself. You know, find out who I am.
You mean through the styles of expression or the actual lyricism or everything?
I mean, because when we write, man, you got to sit and go through the emotions and be vulnerable about it. You know, whether it's a fun song or sad or, you know, got some type of depth or not. These are still relatively your personality, you know, pushing through. And so a lot of these records are right, man. It's a lot of stuff I probably would never express or even known about myself if it wasn't for an instrumental behind it.
Ooh.
With my
So that says something to me too, though, right? What up, Andrew? What up, Ryan? That says something to me too. And I don't know. That's just kind of the way I think about things. I see things as a movie. I'm a huge movie buff. I love watching movies. And a lot of times people say you should read books because it's better, but I like being able to see someone's intent. I like being able to see that. I can create it for myself, but it sounds like the instrumental is the key that unlocks everything for him, right? The instrumental unlocks it. So it's like once you hear the instrumental, it's like idle hand where your brain connects and you start just making different connections, and whatever mood you're in, it's easier to flow. So he said, without an instrumental, sometimes I probably wouldn't even be able to get all of this stuff out. I can't say it because I don't have the key isn't there to unlock it. That's powerful, man. That's powerful.
Projects, it always be that one
like
record.
What's your key? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is your key? What would be your key to unlock your emotion and your way to express? And I think some people need to find their key. If you find your key, then maybe you would be able to express yourself. Like he said yesterday, a lot of people that he knows just ain't really able to express themselves. What's your key? That's the question of today's video. I like this. Oh, we cooking. I like this. Look, what's your key, man? I want to know. What's your key? Is it cooking? Is it reading? Is it alone time? Is it time with your family? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what your key is in the comments.
I feel like that I want everyone to hear, you know what I'm saying? In order to push the narrative or just the message and the tone that I want to get across. I can have so many other records that have different narratives and tones, you know, like reflection, right? To preserve a space for that one that I want everyone to hear, that's what what pushes me, man. That's why I like The Man at the Garden, and even the fact that it's at the top of the record.
Yeah, that's how it felt like to me, you know. Also just being a fan of your music forever and knowing, like, look at where you're at now, man. Like, it's this crazy Super Bowl halftime show. And you just keep climbing, bro. It's, like, amazing.
Appreciate it, man. I mean that, bro. Yeah. Man in the Garden, I mean every word on that motherfucker, man. That's probably the easiest record to write.
So, what we'll also get a chance to hear, too, is Man at the Garden sounds like one of the songs that's probably the most important to him off the album. I don't think we really... Like, a lot of times somebody might ask an artist or ask someone, hey, like, what's your favorite project or whatever? And then you kind of but like, what's your favorite song on this album, or which one has the most meaning to you? Sounds like Man at the Garden is that one for him on this album, which makes me now want to go back and listen to Man at the Garden again to see, now that I know this is like his one, I want to go back and I want to listen to it again. He's proud of it. Facts.
And I figured out who I am in this present moment, you know?
Again, with like being present. That's something he talked about a lot yesterday too. Just being in the moment, being present, not overlooking the moment and staying within the moment. What up, Rafina? What up, Nihil? What up, Adrian? A lot about just staying present and really embracing what's happening now and looking forward. He said something about not really negating the past, but not staying in the past. It's all about constant. It's all about forward motion for him. This was a very. It wasn't even really an interview. I don't even know if I would call it an interview. This didn't seem like an interview. There was a question, but it seemed more like a conversation between two people. And understanding that Timothée Chalamet was a fan. Shout out to CS. Timothée Chalamet was a fan of Kendrick Lamar. I think that was probably something that was good for him too. Somebody asked the question, why is he riding around with him? Still my question, but I think he has a movie coming out. I think he has a movie coming out, if it's not out already. I think where he is playing Bob Dylan, I believe. If that's correct. Maybe I should look that up before I say that. Hold up. A Complete Unknown. So it's out already. A Complete Unknown is already out. Okay. This came out. Oh, no, that's the trailer for it. Okay, so he does have a movie out where he's playing Bob Dylan. I still don't necessarily understand. We haven't, like, is there some sort of sponsor or something there or whatever? Either way, it doesn't matter. I think it was a great conversation. This is my second live. Shout out to T-Mac. My second live. Shout out to Rafina. Yeah, it was too short. They were just getting into it. Yeah, it seemed like there should be maybe an extended version or something because they got right into the conversation. There was no lead up. There was no intro. There was nothing like that. So they just got straight into it. I almost wonder if there's an extended version. That says it's an exclusive interview. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even call it an interview really. It was a conversation, not an interview. Yeah, it was a conversation. A Complete Unknown is out. Yeah, I think so. Lil Wayne hopped on 2 tracks today, Jello track and a Tiger track. I seen both of those drop. We're going to get into this. We're probably actually going to get into this Yay conversation, and then we're going to get into some music too. If you guys are watching this video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you guys hit that like button, of course, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the way to 30K, super close to 26K. We just got to keep pushing. But stick around. Turn on the notification bell. I got another video coming on right after this. So stick around. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.